yeah, we weren't really raised as Christians or attending church. I left home at about 15, and so it was pretty crazy. I just bounced around from couch to couch and had my own place, and I looked for religion, but I found it in kind of new age type stuff, like tarot readings, crystals. It sounds super cheesy, but it's real. Like, that's what I was doing. That's my way of finding truth and spirituality, and just a random series of events and some really tragic things that had happened in my life, and an end of a relationship that was very physical, like domestically violent. I ended up kind of at my breaking point, and that's when my friend had said, "Hey, I go to New Direction, do you want to come?" And when I showed up, it was tattoos, piercings, loud music. So I got saved at New Direction in 2003, and then started attending there, and we partnered with Anchor City Church in 2006. So they absorbed us. Our rent was up, and we needed kind of more leadership. And so then we ended up going to Anchor City Church for about 7 years. And during that time, I ended up serving with Christian Charity Carmody in youth ministry. He was a youth pastor for a while. Chris Carmody approached us 2 days after my second child in the hospital and said, "Hey, we're finally starting a church." Kind of like, okay, yeah, you've been saying this for like 3 years. And so, no, we're starting February 2014. Are you in? So I'm a brand new mom, just had a C-section with my second kid. And we kind of look at each other, you know, my husband and I, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. So we were the first 28 that he references often that started in his living room that kind of helped plant the church from Anchor City Church. So mainly it's the people that keep me at Heart of the City. And Chris, I love how he handles the truth of God. He doesn't beat around the bush. Shoot it to me straight. I don't want sugar-coated. I don't want, you know, Christianese or hype. I just want the truth. I want real, authentic. I'm a real person who struggles, and I feel like that's what Chris brings to the table. And him and Charity are very passionate. It's really cool because who they are in public is who they are through life's hardships. We've seen them through some rough times in their life. They're still the same people. And so I appreciate that a lot. And so having the money, all the our tithing and our expenses up and being very transparent, I really appreciate bold, blunt honesty, because that's the type of person I am. I'll shoot it to you straight. So I feel like Heart of the City allows you to be real, which is very appreciated for me because I've had a lot of crazy things even come up in the last couple years. So, because I'm in recovery, and that kind of came to a head in 2015, and I went up to Charity terrified. We were in leadership. Guess what, Charity? Your girl's drinking all the time. And she was like, all right, what are we gonna do to get better? I was like, okay, I'm gonna be done. So yeah, it's a good recovery place where if you have, you know, issues, real life problems, you fit right in because everybody else does. So there's a couple of times when I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to be at Heart of the City, because I had expectations of how I felt Chris or Charity should respond. And then God was kind of gave me that like over the knee whap and told me, really, Ashley, when was the last time you prayed for your pastor? And you're expecting him to be, you know, to this expectation of how you feel church should go is wrong. Why does he have to be the one, or why do they have to be? And so I feel like a lot of times people have issues with churches because they have this, you know, unreal expectation of how things should be, when really it's not about our leadership or our pastors fixing us. It's about a relationship with God and going to him first, not to people. So that's the area where I feel like a lot of people get caught up. They look at the shortcomings of churches versus them being human. So I appreciate that all the leadership docs as if they're real people, because they are.